No business wants to be the next cybersecurity victim. If your business does get hit, though, do you and your employees and team members know what you would do during and after an incident? Do you know what plan you'd follow and who you'd call for help? This is where an incident response plan comes in. This plan helps you minimize and contain the damage to your network as much as possible. Hi, I'm Rob Schenk, and I'm a partner here at ITS. As we manage the cybersecurity of many businesses, we've seen how important an incident response plan is to helping a business recover from a cyber incident. Now, having one in place is going to be a critical factor in determining whether your business is going to survive long term. Now, in fact, 60% of businesses that have had a major data breach sadly go out of business within 18 months of the attack. Now, in today's video, we're going to talk about what an incident response plan is and why your business needs one. In this video, we're going to discuss what is an incident response plan, what's the importance of having an IR or incident response plan, and then how to create an incident response plan. What an incident response plan is. Now, when a cybersecurity or a breach occurs, the incident response or IR plan is a document that's going to guide your team through the response procedures. Now, it's typically going to include a list of the roles, the responsibilities, and emergency contact information for the incident response team members. This is going to include the team managers, security analysts, your legal and insurance advisors, forensic experts, and even public relations officers. It also includes a business continuity plan. It's also going to include a summary of the tools, the technologies, and physical resources that must be in place to get you back up and running. It's also going to have a list of critical network and data recovery procedures. It's also going to include communication templates and plan strategies, both internally for your internal teams to make sure that everybody is fully aligned, and then also externally focused communications for your clients, for your partners, and important vendors. Let's talk about what is the importance of an incident response plan. Now, having a comprehensive incident response plan is going to prepare you for all kinds of situations related to this cyber incident. They're critical when you're going to be faced with the following circumstances: the potential disclosure of confidential information, how you're going to manage that, asset theft or damage, unauthorized use of services and information within your network, malware in the system that's causing you guys to have extended downtime, unauthorized modifications and access to organizational hardware and software that's disruptive, disruptions of your network and other infrastructure devices, failure of critical servers and applications. By preparing for all these eventualities and possibilities, you're not only protecting your business data, but you're also reinforcing your brand's reputation and commitment to cybersecurity and client and data privacy. In addition, it also helps lessen the potential costs of a data breach and help you recover that much quicker. So let's talk about what you need to do to create an incident response plan. Now, there's 4 steps in creating an incident response plan. The first step is to determine the critical components of your network. We want to evaluate what needs the most attention in your network and what are the highest priority items that you'd want to get up and running as quickly as possible. We want to determine what is the most crucial data and systems to get those up and running first so we can get you guys back to work. Next is to identify potential single points of failure and other gaps in your network architecture, and you want to address them with redundancies. In cases where your backup fails, you want to ensure that you have contingency plans in place. Single points of failure can expose your network to added risk and can slow down and potentially stop an entire system from working during a restoration process. Therefore, it's really important to have a plan B or a plan C so you don't get stuck if plan A happens to fail. Now, the third step is to create a workforce continuity plan. Now, apart from network security, your employee safety is also a top concern, and it's going to be one of your big priorities during a data breach or a natural disaster. Now, since some areas may be inaccessible during an incident, you should help ensure their safety by allowing the possibility of a remote setup, and you want to have this tested out. You should also find a way to keep the communications going by building up an infrastructure with remote-friendly technologies such as VPN or other cloud services that are going to get your employees working as quickly as possible. Finally, you want to draft the incident response plan. Now, once you've set your priorities, it's time to create the IR plan. You want to ensure that those who have the most important roles in the implementation of the plan are fully on board and fully understand what they need to do, so there's not going to be any gaps in communication if actual incident occurs. Now, no business is completely safe from the risk of a security incident, so it's critical to be equipped with a comprehensive incident response plan to avoid or at least minimize the damage that may result. Now, to build a truly comprehensive IR plan, it's important to know the gaps that are resident in your network. And to help you with this, please schedule a meeting with one of our experts. We can go ahead and provide you with a thorough cybersecurity assessment that's going to determine the most critical gaps in your network and where you can go ahead and bolster your cybersecurity so we can avoid this from occurring altogether. Now that you know about how to set up an incident response plan, please be sure to watch our videos where we can go over how to respond to a cyber incident. Thank you for watching this video. Here at ITS, we help businesses thrive by managing their technology.